Welcome to another Wise Guys tutoring video. In this one we're going to look at the bond function, but I just want to talk about the theory part of the bond function. What I have here is a list of all the items you will run across in the bond function itself. To get into the bond function, first thing we want to do is we go second function 9. That is where your bond function is located on your calculator. So if I just bring the calculator in here for a second, there's the number 9, so we just go second 9 and that gets us into the bond function. Okay. First thing that appears on the bond function is SDT. SDT stands for settlement date. Now, the settlement date is usually the day that we are going to purchase the bond. So this is going to be the date of purchase. And just be careful how your calculator is set up. Mine is set up to go month, day, year. From there, we go down. When you put the data in, you want to make sure to push the enter button. Otherwise, the data will not stay in the calculator. Then you push the down arrow. This brings you to CPN. CPN stands for the coupon rate. The coupon rate is the bond rate. For the bond rate, you'll get a percent. And so what happens is, even though the number is given as a percent, type it in as it is given, because your calculator will understand that it is a percent. So the coupon rate will be given as a percent. Type it in to the coupon rate as a percent and make sure to hit the enter button. Then we'll push the down arrow. Brings us to RDT. RDT stands for redemption date. What this means is the date the bond comes to an end. And just like the settlement date, it also goes month, decimal, day, year. Again, you got to remember to push the enter button. And then we push the down arrow. This brings us to RV. RV is redemption value. Redemption value always comes up as 100, and what this means is it means 100% redemption value. I always leave it as 100%, so I just push the down arrow and go to the next function. The next function is ACT. This means an actual year, so an actual 365-day year. Again, just leave this function at actual, because all the bonds we'll be dealing with are actual years. So I just push the down arrow, bringing us to 2/y. 2/y, this means semi-annual interest. Unless otherwise stated, the coupon rate is always considered to be semi-annual interest. So again, we do not touch this one, and we push the down arrow one more time. This brings us to YLD. This stands for the yield, which is the market interest rate. For this one, just like for the coupon, you just enter the market rate as stated, so whatever percent they give you for the yield or the market rate, you just enter it into the calculator. Make sure to hit the enter button, then the down arrow. This brings us to PRI. PRI stands for quoted price. And at this point you push compute. You push the CPT button to compute your answer. There's one last thing we should check, so you should just push the down arrow one more time and check AI. AI stands for accrued interest. And for accrued interest, if the bond is purchased between interest payment dates, the accrued interest needs to be added to the quoted price. So if there's a value for accrued interest, it needs to be added to the quoted price. Okay, those are all the bond functions. This has been a tutoring video for the Wise Guys tutoring videos. If you have a question, you can get a hold of Ron Hammerling in the Learning Assistance Center. Thank you. Have a good day.